Hello, I'm Jessica, your Up North agent. I am a licensed realtor in Minnesota and Wisconsin. I am a real estate investor, and I'm an Up North enthusiast. Today we're going to look at the real estate market in the beginning of 2022 for really January, February, as we're starting to spill into March. I don't want to give specific stats today. I want to give you high level of what's going on in the real estate market and what that means for you if you are a buyer, a seller, or an investor. So starting with the stats, generally speaking, our numbers are down January and February 22 over 21. And I want to explain why that is before we all start to panic on the expensive cabin that we just purchased or the one that we're about to buy or moving to a different place, so on and so forth. 2021 for the real estate market was about as crazy as it has been historically. If you talk to anybody in real estate, they will tell you that it was a gangbuster year for selling, for buying, for people moving to different locations. People were moving all around the country. People were moving out of urban into rural, so on and so forth. So as we go through each of our real estate markets updates this year, we're going to find that numbers are going to be down. So what numbers are down? The numbers that are down year on year are specific to how many listings there are, how many pending transactions, meaning how many of those places that were once for sale are about to close and have new owners. Those numbers are going to be down. Inventory is down. It's down at historic lows. Our stats coming from Edina Realty tell us that we have not had this low of inventory since 1967. And I'll get to why that matters in just a minute. So those are the numbers that are going down year on year. There's just less out there to buy, no doubt about it. There's less that is transitioning from I'm on the market to I'm being sold because, again, of that inventory. The numbers that are still going up, surprisingly, when we didn't think that they could continue to go up, is median home sales. Now, depending on where you're at in Minnesota, the median home sales are going to be, upwards of the high twos, low 300,000. If you're in Northwestern Wisconsin, like I am, that number is going to be lower 200. So just really depending on where you're at. But throughout the country, we're still finding that the median home price that is sold is 10% higher than it was a year ago. So seems a little crazy. Seems like when can this growth, how can it continue like this? But it so far has. So that's what we're seeing. We don't anticipate there to be a huge change in that, except though we are finding again that the buyer and seller market is starting to shift a little bit. And homes are not selling for $10,000, $50,000, $100,000 more than asking price like they were last summer. A lot of offers that are being accepted at asking price or just slightly over. And instead of having 30 offers in 24 hours, we're finding that they have 5 inside of 2 days. So that's starting to level a little bit more, which again is leveling the playing field and exactly what we need in this industry. I don't think any of us want to continue to see the spikes that we saw in 2021. It's just not sustainable and it's not good for anybody. So what does that mean if you are a seller? Record low inventory, meaning you don't have any competition out there. If you put a house for sale in Minnesota, Wisconsin, or really again, anywhere in the US, I'm not hearing from agents really anywhere that are saying anything different. If you put a home on the market, you are going to be attacked with buyers, much different than you were so a year and a half ago, like I was when I sold my home in the Twin Cities and moved to Northwestern Wisconsin. There were 4 or 5 homes within just a block of any direction that was for sale also, or had just been for sale. Now we're finding, again, the inventory is so low, people are not putting their homes for sale for a multitude of reasons, that if you list your home or your cabin, you will be attacked with buyers. Now, on the flip side of that, where we're seeing home prices continue to increase, we're also seeing mortgage rates have gone up. If you have not seen that, I would be surprised. However, I will inform you right now that what we were seeing in the high twos for an interest rate, at some point during 2021, we're looking at almost 4% for mortgages now in January and February of 2022. That is still historically low, and every lender is going to tell you that. As we look across the last decade and 15 years, it's absolutely still historically low, but it's definitely up than what we were seeing throughout the initial part of the pandemic in the last year and a half. So buyers might not be able to borrow as much to go out and pay whatever the sellers are paying for, because those mortgage rates are going to be more, and you may be paying $100 or $200 more a month in principal and interest than you would have, say, a year ago if you got a mortgage. So again, that's going to level the playing field, because you're not going to have as many buyers that are able to come in and offer a exorbitant amount for the seller's home. So sellers, you're not going to have a lot of competition. Buyers, what that means for you is you need to be patient. You need to go back to your lender and revisit what that monthly spend is with the new interest rates if you haven't locked already. However, you did also need to go through your priority list and see what's super important to you, what you can give up, what you can't, that wish list. So when something does come up in the market, if it is the right place for you, you're able to pounce and jump on that right away. That's what I have for you today. In the comments, please leave a note and let me know what you're seeing in the industry, in your neighborhood, throughout the world, and throughout the entire country. If you'd like to reach out to me directly, if you have any more questions, you will find my information in the description. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.